Hello everyone. Today we will learn about signs of potassium deficiency. How you will identify you have potassium deficiency or not. I will making next video on how to overcome on potassium deficiency. So make sure don't miss that video, hit subscribe button and press bell icon to get notification. Let's start. Signs you have a potassium deficiency will require you to consider the foods you eat and how much you take in daily. You will need to focus on the vitamins you take in and begin your exercise program. Diet. You need to get sufficient amounts of potassium in your diet to be able to feel good. The recommended daily allowance is around 8,000 milligrams for adults. Start eating smaller meals more often and make sure you have a snack between meals. This will help you use up all the nutrients from the food that you eat, plus you will be in a better position to lose weight. Intake. Foods you eat that are rich in potassium include: potassium is found in bananas, whole grains, berries, beans, nuts, tomatoes, and tomatoes from your produce section. You can also find this nutrient in spinach, apricots, cabbage, peas, and broccoli. There are also a number of other foods that are high in potassium. For example, unrefined sea salt has the same effect as many of the other foods mentioned above. You can also find it in tea, coconut water, and cheese. Your daily nutrition needs should include more of these fruits and vegetables than you may realize. This can be used as a substitute for a meal that you may be unable to prepare or cook at home. A normal adult would need at least 4 servings of fruit and vegetables each day. This can be replaced with an intake of one of the potassium-rich foods listed above or with potassium supplements. Snacking on raw vegetables is a great way to provide you with a snack without the calories. As mentioned above, bananas and apples are high in potassium and will keep you feeling good. After a strenuous workout, the salt in the sweat can cause dehydration and damage to your kidneys, which can lead to kidney stones and urinary tract infections. If you drink 3 liters of water per day or more, you can avoid the risks of these conditions. Potassium is also found in legumes, lentils, seeds, potatoes, broccoli, and cauliflower. To get more potassium, try adding nuts, cashews, sunflower seeds, and soybeans to your diet. If you are also suffering from high blood pressure or heart disease, consult your doctor and ask him or her if there are other foods that can help in lowering your cholesterol and blood pressure. You can also eat plenty of bananas and apples that are high in potassium and replace a portion of your usual diet with this healthy food. Signs you have a potassium deficiency include tiredness, constipation, heartburn, vomiting, diarrhea, and sleep apnea. Doctors do not know exactly why these symptoms occur, but they do believe that a deficiency can be the cause. Most people, when told that they are suffering from a potassium deficiency, will immediately seek medical attention. Potassium is found in all of our cells and in almost every food we eat. The body normally manufactures potassium internally from other elements such as sodium, calcium, magnesium, or phosphorus. When the body cannot manufacture potassium, it must come from dietary sources. Therefore, if your diet is lacking in potassium, it may be because you are not getting enough potassium from your diet. Most of the food we eat has a certain amount of potassium in it, which is enough to keep the body stores at normal levels. However, a potassium deficiency is different. One way to determine if you have a potassium deficiency is to consult your doctor. Your doctor can order a series of tests to test for a deficiency. Some tests that your doctor may use to diagnose a potassium deficiency include blood tests, blood levels of potassium, and a stool analysis. Blood tests to look for potassium levels in the body, as well as 4 levels of electrolytes in the body. A stool analysis uses the stools of people who are suffering from a deficiency to see if the level of potassium is normal. A normal level will correspond to a low amount of potassium in the body. If the tests indicate that you have a deficiency of potassium, then you will need to make some changes to your diet. Two of the most common changes include increased consumption of leafy green vegetables and drinking more water. You should also add whole grain foods to your diet. To increase your potassium levels, you will need to drink more water. You should also make sure that you are consuming plenty of green vegetables and whole grains. You should also add foods that contain potassium to your diet, such as bananas, potatoes, and Brussels sprouts. You will also need to add supplements to your diet to help your body naturally produce more potassium. The recommended daily intake for potassium is 2 milligrams. If you are unable to get this amount from your diet, then a supplement may be required. Potassium citrate is one of the most commonly used supplements for the purpose of boosting the body's potassium levels. A great way to get more potassium is by drinking at least 6 to 8 glasses of water each day. You should also be consuming foods that contain potassium, such as the above-listed vegetables and whole grains. There are other supplements available that you can take to help increase your potassium levels. However, they are not as widely available as potassium citrate. They include